The room holds a steady quiet, a soft layer of sound resting between breaths. A faint shift of fabric reaches me, small and close, not asking for attention. I stay still on the couch, listening to the rhythm that is not mine. There is a presence here, measured only by the way the silence changes. A subtle inhale, then a pause, then a slow release that settles into the room. The sound stays low, almost hidden, yet it shapes everything around it. I notice how the air carries it, how it reaches me without effort. Nothing moves enough to be seen, yet something continues to be heard. The quiet is not empty. It is shared without needing to be named. A slight movement of weight presses into the floor, then fades again. I keep my hand still, letting the sound come and go as it wants. There is no need to turn. The awareness remains where it is. Another breath, softer this time, drawn in and held for a moment. The pause between sounds feels longer than the sound itself. I listen to that pause as much as to anything else in the room. A small shift of clothing brushes lightly, then disappears into stillness. The distance between us stays unchanged, held in a steady balance. I do not measure it. I only feel how the sound reaches me. There is a quiet patience in the way everything remains in place. The air moves gently, carrying a trace of motion that never builds. I hear the weight of someone settling deeper into the same position. The couch beneath me does not change, yet I notice it more. Another breath, slower, spreading into the space without resistance. The room does not react, it simply allows the sound to exist. I remain aware of the presence without needing to confirm it. A faint exhale lingers, then dissolves into the background. The silence returns, though it never fully left. I can hear the difference between absence and quiet presence. There is a small shift again, almost careful, almost unintentional. It does not interrupt anything. It only adds to what is already here. I stay with the sound, letting it pass through my attention. Nothing asks to be understood. It only continues. The breathing steadies, becoming part of the room itself. I do not follow it. I let it come and rest where it does. A slight pressure in the floor hints at movement, then settles again. The sound of stillness becomes clearer the longer I remain with it. I hear the difference between my breath and the other one. They do not match, yet they do not conflict. The space between them remains open and unchanged. A soft shift, almost like a quiet adjustment, then nothing more. The room holds both of us without preference. I feel the closeness without needing to close the distance. Another breath enters, slow, controlled, then released. It does not seek response. It simply exists beside mine. The quiet deepens, not by growing, but by staying consistent. I notice how little is needed for the presence to remain clear. A faint sound of fabric again, barely there, then gone. It leaves no trace except the awareness that it happened. I keep my gaze forward, Not needing to turn toward anything, the sound continues to define the space more than sight could. Another pause stretches gently between breaths. I remain inside that pause without trying to fill it. The room does not shift. It stays as it is. The presence does not move closer. It does not move away. A slow inhale returns, almost blending with the air itself. I hear it as part of the room, not separate from it. The stillness around us feels steady, not fragile. Nothing threatens to break it. Nothing asks to change it. A small adjustment in posture creates a quiet, brief sound. It fades quickly, leaving the same calm behind. I let my attention rest where the sound last touched. There is no need to follow it further. Another breath, slightly deeper, then released without tension. It carries no meaning beyond its own movement. The space between us remains untouched by intention. I stay aware of the shared quiet without defining it. The room continues to hold the same gentle balance. A faint exhale lingers longer this time, then disappears. I notice how easily it blends into everything else. Nothing stands out, yet everything is present. The quiet does not ask for interpretation. It remains exactly as it is, steady and contained. Another soft shift, barely enough to mark time. I remain still, letting the sound settle on its own. The present stays where it has been, unchanged. I do not question it. I only remain aware of it. A slow breath enters, pauses, then leaves again. The rhythm stays consistent, neither hurried nor delayed. I listen without expecting anything to follow. The room continues to hold the same quiet pattern. Nothing begins, nothing ends. Everything simply remains. The sound of another breath arrives, then fades into stillness. I stay with it, exactly where it is.